The process begins here at the massive receiving yard, where thousands of tons of freshly harvested sugarcane arrive daily.
The sugarcane arrives at the factory by the truckload. Massive hydraulic tippers unload the cane onto conveyor belts, beginning the milling process.
Keep an eye on the moisture levels for this batch.
Will do.
The poll readings look consistent with the last shipment, though.
After quote sugarcane hormones precisely measured next to the Digger weighbridge.
The sugarcane is fed into the cutting hall, where massive rotating knives shred the stalks into fine fibers for the next stage of processing. The shredding unit breaks the cane down into a fibrous material known as bagasse, a crucial step in the sugar extraction process. Having removed the impurities, the bagasse is now transported to the first set of roller mills, ready for the crucial extraction phase. The shredded sugarcane is now fed into the first roller mill, beginning the juice extraction process.
The intermill conveyor system ensures a continuous flow of the crushed sugarcane.
Here we see the extracted juice from the mills merging into the main channel before moving on to clarification.
As the bagasse exits the final roller mill, the separation is complete. The dry fibers are channeled onto the conveyor system, ready for use as biofuel. The bagasse is now transported along this massive conveyor system towards the boiler house, where it will be used as a biofuel to power the factory. This fibrous residue, known as bagasse, fuels the furnaces, creating the high-pressure steam necessary for the refining process. Pressure builds rapidly inside the massive boilers. This steam is the lifeblood of the factory, driving the turbines and the crystallization process.
Releases. The dark, viscous raw juice rushes through the sterile pipeline network, with flow indicators actively.
After extraction, the raw juice is transported through these pipes. It must be heated in the heat exchangers using steam before it can be clarified.
Here at the lime dosing station, calcium hydroxide is precisely injected into the raw sugarcane juice.
After lime is added, the mixture enters the clarifiers. The heavy impurities sink, leaving behind the clear, golden juice seen here.
The mechanical scrapers rotate slowly, consolidating the thick sludge before it is pumped out of the clarifier for disposal or further processing.
Here in the evaporation section, the clear juice is heated and concentrated, a crucial step in the sugar manufacturing process.
After the evaporation stage, the concentrated cane juice is now a heavy syrup, ready for crystallization.
The thick golden syrup, now concentrated, is carefully transferred through these pipelines.
Inside the crystallization hall, the thick syrup is drawn into the vacuum pans, where it is carefully boiled until sugar crystals begin to form.
Inside the vacuum pan, the seed crystals begin to grow, drawing sucrose from the thick mother liquor.
Let's bring the vacuum pressure down slightly. There, optimal crystallization achieved.
Perfect, the batch is ready for centrifuging.
The crystal-rich mixture, known as massicwheat, is now ready for discharge.
The massicwheat, a dense mixture of crystals and molasses,
is pumped through these reinforced pipelines towards the centrifuges.
Inside the centrifuge, the masset is spun at high speed. The centrifugal force separates the dense
Inside the centrifuge, the high-speed rotation separates the remaining molasses from the raw sugar crystals.
As the centrifuge decelerates, the separation is finalized. The high-purity sugar crystals are now ready for the final drying stage.
Following the centrifuge process, the separated sugar crystals are discharged onto the conveyor.
As the centrifuge decelerates, the separation is finalized. The high-purity sugar crystals are now ready for the final drying stage.
The raw sugar crystals are now conveyed from the centrifugal machines toward the drying and cooling stage.
From the discharge point, the raw sugar is conveyed directly to the drying phase to remove excess moisture.
The wet sucrose crystals now enter the rotary dryer, where a strong current of hot air tumbles the granules, reducing the moisture content significantly.
As the crystals exit the dryer, they are rapidly moved into the cooling system. Here, powerful air...
After crystallization, the sugar enters the forced air cooling chamber, where its temperature is evenly reduced for safe handling and storage. After cooling, the sugar is transported by conveyor belts to the screening area, where vibrating screens separate the crystals by size.
In this step, the sugar crystals are separated by size using vibrating screening machines. The sieves ensure a uniform sort.
The oversized crystals are smoothly redirected onto the recirculation conveyor, ensuring they are sent back for further
units. After visual inspection, samples are brought to the quality control lab, where we test for purity using
In the final stage of the process, the white crystalline sugar is precisely weighed and sealed into bags by these sophisticated robotic fillers. From the bagging line, the finished sugar is conveyed directly to the warehouse for storage and eventual distribution.
Here at the final checkpoint, every pallet undergoes a rigorous barcode scan before being cleared for distribution.
In this final step, the finished sugar product is shipped directly from the factory to retailers.